Hello, my name is Lizzie, and this is Lizzie's Literary Life, and today we are beginning a vlog that is all about Martine from Just Martine. So this is the third in a series of vlogs that I'm doing, where I'm doing vlogs for each of my booktube besties, where I read 3 books that are their favorites or their recommendation. And the way this works is that each of my friends put together a list of their favorite books from 2023. And the concept is that all of us are going to read one from each person's list. But what I'm doing is I'm doing one selection from that list that I choose, one random selection from that list, and then the final book for each of these vlogs is a personal recommendation from that person individually to me. So we are about to figure out what I'm going to be reading for this vlog that is about Martine. Martine is awesome. Her channel is fantastic. She posts really great vlogs and reads like a beast, like literally insane levels of reading. So if you don't know her or are not subscribed to her channel, she will be linked down below. And I just highly recommend them as a booktuber and a human being. So Martine has, I just counted and now I can't remember, 4, 5, 6, 9 books on their list. So there's 9 books to pick from. I actually haven't decided what my choice is going to be yet. So let's look through. Oh, maybe I do know. One of them I've already read, and that was The Cheat Sheet by Sarah Adams. So there's actually 8 to pick from. I could go for The Last Chinese Chef by Nicole Moens. That sounds super interesting. I think that's one that several people are picking to read from Martine's list. I don't really know anything about it, but it is a cool title. I could read Room by Emma Donoghue. That might be what I go for, because I've read an Emma Donoghue before. I read Frog Music and it was just okay, but I'd like to read more from that author. I'm also kind of interested in My Fair Brady by Brian D. Kennedy, because I think it's a YA, and I don't read a ton of YA, but it's like a theater kid book, and I was a theater kid, so that sounds fun. So I don't know. I'm going to look up the Goodreads synopses for The Last Chinese Chef, Room, and My Fair Brady and decide from that. Okay, I think I have to go with Room by Emma Donoghue, just because it's a book that's been on my radar already, and it's an author I've read from before, and it really seems like kind of my kind of thing. But we will hope that I get one of those others as my random pick. So now that there were 9 on the list, there's 1 I've already read and 1 that I chose for myself. So there are 7 left. So we're going to do a random number generator, 1 to 7. Okay, so I'm about to generate a random number between 1 and 7 to figure out what we're going to read as my random pick. And we get 7, which is My Fair Brady. The last book on the list is My Fair Brady by Brian D. Kennedy, so I will be reading that as well. I'm excited about that. I'm excited about that. That's a really good pick, because I love theater kid books, and I think it's a YA romance, but I can get past that if it's like a fun concept, and I think this is a really fun concept, so I'm excited about that. I'll tell you what these are about in detail once I've started them, because I don't actually really know at this point. And then the personal recommendation, I actually already know what it is, but Martine did send me a video to introduce it, so I'm going to scooch over a little. I'll put it on the screen right here, and we're going to watch this video together and see what this book is.
Hello human, it's Just Martine, and the book that I'm recommending for you specifically is Kindred by Octavia E. Butler. I love that book so much. Everybody I've recommended it to so far has given it 5 stars, and many people that I follow on Goodreads have also given it 5 stars. It's a sure winner for me, in my opinion, and that's why I'm picking it for you, partially. But then I'm also picking it because of your reading taste. Specifically, it's a historical fiction. There's some time travel. I don't know how you feel about time travel, but I know that you like historical fiction. It's got lots of social commentary. It's a little dark. It's a little, like, brain hurt situation in like the best way possible, but the like magic of it is pretty simple to understand too, so that's great, and I just think that you're going to love it, so I hope that you do. Okay, bye!
Okay, so we are reading Kindred by Octavia E. Butler. Let me get back in the middle. Kindred by Octavia E. Butler, which is, again, a book that's been on my radar that I've been interested in reading, and apparently I have a lot to live up to if everyone Martine's recommended it to has given it 5 stars. So I hope that it's the same for me. And yeah, super exciting. Those are the 3 books we're reading. Room by Emma Donoghue, My Fair Brady by Brian D. Kennedy, and Kindred by Octavia E. Butler. Very exciting. Let's jump into reading. Okay, hello. I read My Fair Brady by Brian D. Kennedy, which is my random pick for this vlog, and I liked it. This is a YA gay romance, coming of age type story, about our 2 main characters. Wade is a senior in high school, and he's like a theater kid and always plays the lead, that kind of thing. And he's been out for a while. Elijah is a sophomore and is very, very shy. And he joins the lighting crew because his parents like want him to do an activity. And he also like wants to make friends, but he doesn't really know how to. And he basically gets Wade to coach him to like be a more confident person, and it goes from there. And they're putting on My Fair Lady, which is like, you know, a little parallel there, because in My Fair Lady, Higgins like coaches Eliza Doolittle to be a proper lady. I thought it was cute. I'm giving it 4 stars. It wasn't like blow my mind incredible, but like I really enjoyed it. It was really easy to read, obviously, because it was a YA, and it warmed my heart in a lot of ways, because I was a theater kid in high school, and all of the like not getting the lead as a senior and like this and that, like all really was nostalgic for me, so I really enjoyed that. And I thought that the romance was really sweet. I think that both of the characters really grew as people throughout this book, and we really got to see them grow together, which was nice. And they're both like very gray sort of characters. Like Wade is very like, he makes a lot of mistakes early on, and honestly Elijah does too. So it's like Elijah's last name is Brady, and he gets called Brady by the kids on the lighting crew. That's why it's called My Fair Brady. But I thought it was sweet. I thought it was fun, and I enjoyed it. So thanks, Martine, for putting that on your list so that I could read it. Next, I'm probably going to start Room, I think, by Emma Donoghue. You'll probably see a bunch of like bookshop B-roll coming up next, because tomorrow I'm actually at a little meetup with some of my booktube friends, but Martine's not here, so it doesn't belong in this video. Because this is all about Martine. But we are going into town to look at bookshops tomorrow, so you'll get some B-roll of that, and then I will update you on Room, hopefully before I've finished it, and with the plot and what I think of it so far. But My Fair Brady was solid. Very solid start. So I really owe you an update, like really bad, because I finished Room several days ago, and I just have not really known how to talk about it. So I've been struggling or like reluctant to update this vlog. I gave it 5 stars. It was my first 5-star book of 2024, which is crazy. It's crazy that it took me until June to get a 5-star, but also like, go Martine for picking a 5-star book for me. Even though this was
my choice off Martine's list. But yeah, like I loved it. I thought it was really, really good. It's by Emma Donoghue. It's about a woman and her young child, 5-year-old child Jack, who live in this room. They live in one room. And Jack has never been outside. And it's from Jack's perspective. So it's from a 5-year-old perspective. And at first I was like a little apprehensive because the voice was really interesting. The 5-year-old child's voice, the narrative style was really interesting, but I was like a little worried it wouldn't go anywhere. Like I was hoping that something significant would change or or he would grow up or something like that to make the story dynamic. And it did get there. It was dynamic enough for me. And the voice, I think, made it really powerful. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like for a book with that premise, it was not the most plot driven. It was really character driven, which I loved. Like it wasn't like a thriller, you know? Yeah, I really, really liked it. It wasn't a thriller at all. It was a literary, like, thinky book. And I really enjoyed it. I really liked it. I think it's kind of maybe comparable to how Notes on an Execution is not a thriller. Like, it's a thriller concept, but it's not written like a thriller at all. This is similar that, like, it's like a crime-based book, but it's not written like a thriller. And I loved that. Yeah, like I said, I don't really know how to talk about it without like spoilers or without, it's hard for me to articulate what I liked about it so much, but I was really hooked. I did not want to put it down. I really wanted to keep reading it. And I thought it was really powerful. I think the voice and the choices made by Emma Donoghue were really powerful. The last book for this vlog is Kindred by Octavia E. Butler, and I actually am almost at the end of that as well. And I'm enjoying it so far. I'm not 5-star enjoying it, which is unfortunate, but I'm definitely 4.5-star enjoying it. And I'm listening to it on audio. I initially was gonna eyeball read it as an ebook, but I was driving all day yesterday, so I needed an audiobook and I decided to put that on. And yeah, I'm enjoying it. This one is about a woman, it's a time travel book. So a woman in 1976, who is forcibly traveled back in time to like 1815. And she's a black woman, her husband is white, and that's really significant. And she's traveled back to a plantation in Maryland. I'm in Maryland right now. A plantation where there are slaves working this enslaved people working this plantation. So really interesting. It's like a sci-fi concept, but it's talking about important historical issues, which I think is really interesting and really powerful. So I feel like I've said the word powerful a lot in this update. Books can be powerful. That's what I'm going to say. So I will update you when I've finished that, which should be later today, and then you'll see this vlog tomorrow, Tuesday. And yeah, but Martine's picks have been really solid so far. Really solid. So I did end up giving Kindred 4 stars. I did enjoy it. Like 4 stars is a great rating. I think it's an excellent book and I would totally recommend it to people. Sorry, the dryer's going if you can hear it, but I don't know. I kind of wanted more from the sci-fi element, like maybe more explanation or more complexity as to why this was happening or what exactly was happening. But it was a great book. I kind of finished it a while ago now. I've been a terrible vlogger this vlog, but it is what it is. But yeah, this was I gave it 4 stars. This was a really solid vlog for Martine. So we had 2 4 stars and 1 5-star, which gives us an average rating of, I didn't do the math previously, so I'm gonna have to do it in my head right now. That's 13 divided by 3 is 4.33
average rating, which actually I should have checked. I know Bailey's was a 3.5 or something, and Ruby's was a 4, I think. I should double check. Well, I don't know. It doesn't matter. I'll double check for the next video because I know that Martine is taking the cake on this one. That Martine is the highest average rating of these Friends Favorites videos I've done so far. So, go Martine. And I'm going to have to really crank these out in the end of the year because I think I have 4 more to do of these Friends Favorite videos. But I love reading my friends' recommendations and books that my friends love. So, yeah, I'm going to end this vlog here. 3 very solid books, solid picks from Martine, so thank you. And comment down below if any of these books seem interesting to you, or just say hello. And give this video a like, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in the next one coming very soon. Bye.